Hey, we saw a lot of changes with the Bucks since the ownership changed hands a few years back. The championship season being among them. This building, yeah, very visible. But the Bucks are working in the community in a lot of small ways that not everybody knows about. Earlier today, I got to talk about this with the Bucks Vice President of Corporate Social Responsibility. He is Arvind Gopalratnam. Thanks so much for joining us. Your position in the Bucks organization did not exist under the old regime. Why is it important to have corporate responsibility, a social mindset these days in the NBA?
Yeah, well, it's always been under this new ownership group a paramount priority, being engaged in the community, thinking about how we can bring our platform, our influence, our resources in a strategic way to the Wisconsin people. And so my job was created, our department was created to think about that year round and bring impact to the people of Wisconsin all throughout the year.
There's an emphasis this year on getting books in kids' hands. Tell us about how that's going to work.
Yeah, it's something we've seen a huge need for when we go around schools, when we talk to teachers, when we talk to parents. Many of us are parents within the Bucks organization. There's a massive need for books for kids, and we've learned through the passions of our players, our own passions, that some of the best things we can do is just give kids those opportunity to go pick out their own books, develop a passion for reading, and so we're going to do a lot more of that this year.
And that's on top of giving kids basketball courts to play on in the neighborhoods where they live.
You know, our day jobs we're pretty good at.
Yeah, you're good at basketball.
And so we might as well take that and bring it back to our community. Throughout the year we're doing camps and clinics, but we want to invest our resources in building our community. And so creating that access, renovating community parks and gyms, you'll see more of that this year too.
Back to something you said a minute ago, how much of this is driven by the players and the things that are on their minds as important to do for the community?
Yeah, our players are an incredible microphone for the needs and the things that are of importance here in Milwaukee. And so when we do community work and we do it impactfully together, right? So players dictate a lot of things we do. The organization also has some priorities because we're here in Milwaukee, we're here in Wisconsin, we know what the needs are, and so we want to consistently try and address those, whether it's new players, new free agents, or any of our alumni that continue to come back.
It was so great, Susan, to hear how the players who come to Milwaukee from all over the country and the world are treating this as their hometown. They want to leave something good here. We saw that with the trade. You know, we had a rough breakup. People really put down roots here in the city of Milwaukee, and these players are really dedicated to contributing to the place they're calling home.
Well, and I think it's really interesting. You talked to Arvind about how the Bucks are involved, but also the individual players being involved, and it just adds to the appreciation that fans have for the team. Yeah, they're good, but they're also good people too.
Absolutely.